Catch a ride for a reasonable price. How MetroLink is helping teens commute for cheap and the safety improvements in place to keep them safe this morning.
For the first time in American history, a former president has been convicted of a crime.
This was a rigged, disgraceful trial.
We'll explain what's next as top lawmakers react to Trump's conviction.
Planning to head down to Worldwide Technology this weekend. The raceway could have some showers around. We'll talk about the best chance of rain for the weekend.
It's a multi-million-dollar renovation to create a new home for the police department and the court. Coming up in the next few minutes, I'll break down the new changes coming to University City.
Start your engines. NASCAR is back in the bi-stick. The new experiences at the Worldwide Technology Raceway.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, May 31st. June is just around the corner. I'm Rennie Knott.
And I'm Michelle Lee. Great to see you on this Friday. Let's head over straight to meteorologist Anthony Slaughter with a look at our forecast. Good morning, Anthony.
Hey, good Friday morning. Made it to the weekend. Lots of plans this weekend. I will say this, the daytime hours today are dry, but if you have plans tonight and even for tomorrow, heads up, we have rain coming our way. But the clouds are here and they're here to stay, at least for today. In fact, here are your details on the rain. We'll have showers around for the evening rush hour, mostly southwest, but a steadier rain for St. Louis Metro closer to midnight into tomorrow morning. Then the steady rain wraps up by lunchtime, but we still could have a few rumbles of thunder into the afternoon, although they should be isolated rumbles of thunder tomorrow. So here's your forecast today, 60s by 7 o'clock, 75 by lunchtime, and 81 for your high today. We'll talk about the rain for tonight coming up and how much is on the way for the weekend. Let's get over to Paul now and talk about all that green on the map. Paul, good morning.
Good morning, Anthony. Yeah, your eyes should go to where you see green and, well, where you might see red. Red on our map means stop and go on the highway, and that's what we're seeing right here. Let's kind of zoom in and I'll show you the alternate route to 44 in Eureka, just past Six Flags. This delay is about 3 miles, and it's added at least 15 minutes to a lot of folks' travel. 50 miles an hour looks a lot better, doesn't it? Their alternate route there is 100, a lot thinner of a roadway, but at least you are moving. So great news there. We're going to keep an eye on this one. It's been there about 45 minutes, 44 right there at Six Flags. Another take-it traffic coming your way soon.
Well, just hours ago, folks rushed from their homes at a Motel 6 in Troy, Illinois after an electrical fire. It happened just before midnight at the motel on Edwardsville Road by 55, Highway 55, I should say. The owner confirmed that everyone was evacuated. Nobody was hurt, but fire crews believe that fire was sparked by electrical issues in 2 rooms.
Developing this morning, a former St. Francis County Sheriff's deputy is behind bars. The 39-year-old Farmington man is accused of sexual exploitation of a minor, and he was arrested on Thursday afternoon. He could be charged as soon as today.
MetroLink is trying to make it easier, I should say, for young people to catch a ride, but it comes at a time when there have been shootings at MetroLink stations involving young people. Sydney Stallworth is live at the Civic Center station this morning by Enterprise Center, and Sydney, no one really cares if it's easier, if it's not safer.
Michelle, that's exactly right. And that's the main concern for riders here. You know what? Just 2 days ago, a deputy actually shot a teenager here at this MetroLink station at the Civic Center stop. And that is just one of the incidents. I want to bring your attention to some of the signage here. It says concealed weapons prohibited, but that is not the case on what's being enforced here. Police say that teen opened fire on a group of people. And just 11 days ago, a 17-year-old girl was shot across town at the DeBoliver MetroLink station after a fight broke out. Now, right now, MetroLink is saying the whole point of these go-karts for teens is to keep young people safe when they are riding the rails. Now, here's how it all works. The go-kart is for people ages 13 to 25. It costs $80 and gives them the chance to ride from tomorrow to August 31st. You can buy a go-kart at the Metro store located on Pine Street in downtown St. Louis. For years, riders have been calling on MetroLink to improve security, and this morning, They are trying to answer that call. Our newsroom has been keeping track of what's been done to improve safety for years. Some of the changes include MetroLink saying it's adding offices for security officers at the Emerson station. Some other changes already being put in place, new security gates, new fencing, and more cameras on the platform. Now, meanwhile, our summer season is kicking off with the big Battlehawks game happening downtown this weekend, the Enjoy Illinois 300 happening over on the Metro East Side. So foot traffic on the MetroLink will be increased this weekend. And 5 on Your Side has been out talking to riders, asking them if they feel safe riding the rails. We're going to have their answer in our next half hour. For now, reporting live downtown, I'm Sydney Stallworth, 5 on Your Side.
Thank you, Sydney. This morning, Missouri and Illinois lawmakers are sharing their thoughts on the guilty verdict that was handed down to former President Donald Trump by a Manhattan jury. Now, the former president and presumptive 2024 Republican nominee was convicted on 34 felony counts for falsifying business records.
Now that means the jury believes he was involved in a hush money scheme to keep an adult film star from interfering in the 2016 election. NBC's Bree Jackson is sharing the response from Capitol Hill this morning, as well as voters.
Former President Donald Trump found guilty of all 34 counts of falsifying business records, marking the first time a former president has been convicted of a crime.
This was a rigged, disgraceful trial.
Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg brought the criminal charges against Trump.
I did my job. Our job is to follow the facts and the law without fear or favor.
Former Trump attorney Michael Cohen was a key witness in this trial. He testified that Trump knowingly made payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels in an effort to cover up an alleged affair before the 2016 election.
It's accountability. It's exactly what America needs right now.
Republicans are rallying around their presumptive GOP nominee.
I can't believe the hoax, this sham, this absolute injustice justice system.
In a statement, the Biden campaign said it respected the rule of law. Both presidential candidates are using Trump's legal battles to gain support. Americans are divided over the former president's conviction.
I think that if we have a president that could possibly be a felon, I don't think that's good for the country.
I'm not sure that it might sway it a little bit for Trump because of us seeing how unfair that was to him.
Voters will have their say in November.
And we should mention that was NBC's Bree Jackson reporting this morning. Mr. Trump's attorney, Todd Blanche, will be live on the Today Show discussing the verdict and next steps with Savannah Guthrie. You can watch that right here on 5 on Your Side after Today in St. Louis.
Right now, University City is looking to renovate its police and court building as soon as possible.
But it's a plan that's been a slow go. Diamond Palmer is live in University City with the back and forth happening. Diamond?
Michelle and Rennie, it is certainly slow going. Now, the city manager here in U-City tells me the plan to renovate the old court building and police building has taken more than 4 decades to get going. Last night, we heard from city leaders and residents here that voiced their opinion to each other. They were able to ask questions and get those answers about this renovation project. Let's get right to a map and show you where these buildings are. So the old police annex building sits directly behind City Hall, and the old court building sits next to that. Now, both are considered historical places, which is a part of the reason why it's taking so long to make these changes. The old police annex building and the court building both have historical significance. Like I said, in 2016, both buildings were closed because of their conditions, which included mold and other hazards. Since then, the police department and court building operate in the same trailer, but now the city manager says the trailer has been peeling, has old floors, and too small of a space, along with climate control issues. So here's what those new renderings look like. It would include a new entrance on both of the buildings, additional parking, and new interview rooms. The project is set to cost $22 million, but could increase to $27 million if there needs to be additional upgrades.
As the project has been delayed and delayed and delayed, the cost has increased and increased and increased. So I believe that the mayor and council recognize the urgency based upon the cost of the project, that it will continue to increase.
The mayor and city council could take up a final vote on June 10th. And then if that vote is successful, these renovations could come as early as 2026. But coming up in the next half hour, we'll talk about how the mayor is responding to all of this. Reporting live here in U City, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
All right, let's get an update on our weather first forecast. Going into the weekend with a big pattern change here. We've had this comfortable air stick around all week long, and well, the muggy meter shows that is about to change. Tomorrow, we go into the humid category. Same for Sunday, but next week, we may actually go all the way to the awful category on Monday. So get ready. The humidity is really going to be climbing over the course of the weekend. It's because of rain, too. This is the Futurecast at 10 o'clock tonight. And you see how the showers will be spreading across the area. The brighter colors denote some heavy pockets of rain, maybe a couple rumbles of thunder, but we're not tracking severe weather overnight. You could get upwards of an inch of rain before it all clears away tomorrow by lunchtime. This is 11 in the morning. You see there still will be some areas getting rain. And then by lunchtime, early afternoon, that's when most of the showers start to taper off. But you see by 3, 4, you still could have these isolated showers. Yeah, I know, impacting Worldwide Technology Raceway, all the events happening there. But towards the concert time tomorrow evening, Ludacris taking the stage, should be good to go over in the Metro East and really all across the bi-state. As far as how much rain, we will, of course, have that inch probability in spots, but I think most locations will get half an inch to an inch through tomorrow. And then the rest of the weekend is dry. We'll talk about that coming up.
Thank you, Anthony. It's the 3rd annual Enjoy Illinois 300 NASCAR Cup Series in the Metro East. Our Travis Cummings will join us live with the new activities for fans this year.
And right now, schools are still combating learning loss from the pandemic.
The North County School District setting their students up for success this summer.